We start off with community news. South Bronx Unite with other leaders gathered to demand the closure of several state-run peaker plants emitting harmful toxins into the air. Our BronxNet reporter, Arlene Makoko, was there. She brings us the story right now.
They were meant to be temporary installations that would operate 1 to 2 hours each day here at 132nd Street and Locust Avenue.
Shut it down! Shut it down!
Yet after 2 decades in the Port Morris section, leaders here from South Bronx Unite and other groups say they run all day, and now they want them removed as they place the health and safety of nearby residents at risk.
We have the highest asthma rates in the country, 8 times higher than any other place in the country. Our children are suffering. We know that exposure to air pollution also contributes to a whole host of health issues.
While a timeline is in place for its removal, Executive Director of South Bronx Unite, Arif Ullah, says he'd like to see the state-run plant managed by the New York Power Authority moved up.
Right now, there are projections that renewable energy will become available enough to replace 15 of New York City's 16 peak power plants by 2026. Yet NYPA is refusing to commit to closing these until 2035. Our community cannot wait an additional 9 years.
Years that will only work to further place the health and safety of this community at risk, shared New York State Assembly member Amanda Septimo, who agrees with Ullah.
We know that the state is investing in major ways in renewable energy, and that's great, but we want to make sure that communities like the South Bronx are at the front of the line to reap those benefits, and that starts with closing peaker plants.
Peaker power plants, occasionally called peakers, are meant to run only for a few hours a day when there is a high energy demand. Climate activists say that this could happen safely with wind and solar energy that, when combined, amount to the same energy currently generated from these peakers.
We're here today to talk about this plant needing to be shut down like the other two that are here on our peninsula.
That's co-founder of South Bronx Unite, Michael Johnson, who talked about the historic nature of air pollution in this community that sees more than its fair share.
For years, for whatever reason, the South Bronx was just viewed as an easy place to put some of the facilities that are more controversial because people know that they would cause harm. And that's how we've seen this area get to the state that it's gotten to, with having the worst air quality in the nation, right? Highest asthma rates in the nation. Peaker plants are one example of those facilities, but we also have waste transfer stations, waste management stations. We've got highways galore, and I think it's just decades of neglect. But community has been fighting back that entire time, and now we're finally reaching a point where I think we have representation that is demanding that something be done about these issues.
So State Assembly Member Septimo has reached out to the governor's office and to the New York Power Authority. She is waiting to hear back. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.
And thank you, Arlene. We will continue to follow this story and its new developments. We encourage you to stay connected to us here at BronxNet's Open. And we're going to take a quick break. We've got more show coming up right after this.